Have you ever gone to a class without an assignment because you stored it in a flash drive and forgot to take it to class? Have you ever stayed up till 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. completing your assignments and waking up next day and rushing to class? And have you said no to friends more than you have wanted to while they were hanging out and having fun while you were just so overwhelmed with your homework and your assignment? I'm going to tell you how I got over all these things in the next few minutes. Productivity is incomplete without having your entire to-do list in one place. One of my favorite apps is Todoist. I used to use that during my MBA days and even after that. And it's really easy, simple to use, and extremely user-friendly. So let me show you how it looks like. So when you go into the app and you can just log in through your Gmail ID or whatever ID you have, you see like an overview of what your tasks are for today. And you can go ahead and add new tasks in terms of the projects as well. So say if I want to add a new project, I can call it a marketing project. I can select the color of the project as well, and then I can just add it. And within the project, you can just add different tasks, right? While adding a task, one really cool thing that you can do here is you can set a reminder of every week. So when you do that, when you just type every week, it automatically comes through and you can just add that as a task. Also in the task, what you can do is you can prioritize it as well. So say I want to have this as a P1, P2, P3, it will automatically show in the lists here. So we have the priority lists over here. So I've already made a project for us that we can look at. So the first one is Connect with Professor. And in this we can add subtasks as well. So you can go ahead and add if there are multiple things within that particular task. You can add a comment as well. This is, however, for the premium version. So if you want to add a comment, this goes as an upgrade. You can prioritize your tasks as well. So you can select if it's a P1, P2, P3. And you can go ahead and add reminders for it. What I also like about it is when you have your item to do here, you can go ahead and schedule the due date for it. So say if it is 12th of next month, you go ahead and save it and then it will show you the date. So whatever date you enter, according to the day, it will start showing it to you over here. These are my everyday tasks. So you can enter the frequency while you're creating the task and then it will show you according to the date. So these are the features that I like about Todoist. It's very simple in the free app version. You can upgrade it as well if you want any more features. The next tool that we're going to talk about is Microsoft OneNote. It comes already with your Microsoft Office package and it's extremely easy and flexible to use. So here's how you can go ahead and use it for making notes, adding your to-do list, and just doing a bunch of different things. So this is how it looks like. So you can go ahead and add different notebooks. So if you want according to each subject also, you can go ahead and add that. Once you have that, you have different sections, right? So you can just keep adding sections over here. Okay, so say in my project one, I actually added 3 sections earlier. You can talk about your analysis, and on the right side, what you can see is these are my different pages. So you can just keep adding different pages and then you can add your content in here. So if you are taking notes in the class, if you want to scan something, by the way, there is a really cool feature in Microsoft OneNote. That is, you can scan documents and it has an OCR view which automatically comes into OneNote. And you can go ahead and add charts and graphs. You can do a bunch of different things here. So say if I want to go ahead and add a picture. So let's see, what can I add here? Okay, let's pick this one. So you can add pictures as well from anywhere, and you can write comments over here. Like you can say this is my pick one. You can add your different charts and graphs. You can do a lot of things. It's a very, very efficient and a very powerful tool. You can also have your PDFs in here. So if you want to go and attach a PDF, let me show you how it's done. There you go. So whatever content is there in your PDF, it automatically comes in here. It also has the feature of doing an audio recording. I have not used it personally, but yes, I've heard that it's pretty efficient too. But another cool thing that I personally like is within OneNote, what you can do is like there are these really cute themes here. So if you have like different tasks, you can add it as a to-do also. So If your task or your to-do list is not as elaborate, you can use OneNote also to make your to-do list, okay? And you can sort of check it off once it is done. So I really like how that interaction looks like. And then you can have a little star against things which are important for you. So it's just visually appealing as well. And also, if you have a question for your professor, you will go ahead and write that as a question, and then you can add the question mark ahead of that. So this is OneNote for you guys. Go explore and tell me how it works for you. If you are in college, I'm sure there are a lot of assignments which are with a collaborative effort, and you might want to do it in a team of 2, 4, 10, doesn't matter. For that, there is one very effective and efficient tool that you really need to have if you don't have it as of now, that is Google Drive. It is extremely powerful with the amount of things that you can do while multiple people are working on the same project. So I really like how Google Sheets works. You can see each and every comment, you can see when somebody is editing it, you can see the versions, and it's all real time. All your data is extremely safe, so you do not need to worry about that. I know a lot of apprehensiveness comes in when people think about Google Drive. Is it safe? Will my data be hacked? No, none of that happens, guys. Google Drive is extremely safe, and I'm not doing an advertising for them. This is just with the bare knowledge of how technology works, I'm telling you all. When you go to Google Drive, you can just go and click on new, and you can go ahead and create a new document, a worksheet, or a slide. So if you're going and creating a new document, let me show you how can you go ahead and share your documents. So you go to the respective folder, you click on share. Once you click on share, a pop-up like this comes up, and then you will share with the respective person you want to. It will notify them. So it is check mark, which means that they will be notified through an email, and then you can write to them as well. Also, you can manage if they are a viewer or an editor. So an editor can go and make changes in the documents, and a viewer can just view it. So you have that control still. And then you will click on send. Another quick way to share documents is if you click on share, you will have the get link option. So within that, you can just copy link, and you can email it to the respective people that you want to share the link with or the document with. You can do a lot of things with Google Drive. If you've never used it, I personally recommend this one to each of you college students because it makes your life a lot easier. You can just send a document from one person to another in a flash of a second. You can do a lot of editing too, and also it has an offline mode, which means if you're not connected to the internet, you can still download some of the documents and you can review it or view it at any time you want. This one I'm really excited to share with you guys because trust me, it will save so much of time and effort. It will make your work extremely efficient, and you will thank me for it. This is the Tab Manager, and it is for free. So you can just go ahead and install it, and it shows up somewhere in your Chrome extensions. You can see the number of tabs which are open. So right now I don't have that many. Usually I have like around 20 to 24 tabs because I do a lot of things on my laptop. I'm just researching something, watching some YouTube videos, or just doing stuff, doing stuff. So I usually have a lot more, but today it's a little cleaner. And the cool thing is you can go ahead and search for what you want to within those tabs as well. So if you're doing a research and if it is open on a particular site, or if I'm watching a video, I can say YouTube. If I say YouTube, it will show me where my YouTube tabs are, and I can just go click on it, and then my YouTube opens up. You need to have this right now, regardless of you being a student or not. Even if you're working, trust me, Tab Manager is the thing to have. So the last app that I'm going to talk about is Trello. I know I've spoken about this before, so I won't go into the details. So Trello is a one step up to Todoist. If you think that there are certain features that you're not finding in Todoist, I would recommend go check out the video of Trello right here. I will be posting the link below in the description box too. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm really eager to know what you all think about it. Do like, share and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, The Bubble Talks, and I'm always happy to share ideas and thoughts as to how can we be more productive together.